it foggy outside. All the planes have been grounded. Ain't the fire inside? Let's all go stand around it. Funny, I've been there, and you've been here. We ain't had no time to drink that beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Follington.
Yep.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Follington, and the man whose story's got stories, the hardcore icon. He's got 99 problems, but bananas ain't one. The Sandman. Hack, how the hell's it going today?
One day away from the World Series, baby.
All right, you're hyped up for this World Series.
I am, dude. I'm so glad Seattle didn't win.
Really?
Yeah.
I was rooting for the Blue Jays
Why?
too, but you hated Seattle?
What's your vendetta with Seattle?
Well, no, because I don't want to. All the games, if you're on a West Coast trip, then everything's going to be later.
Oh, okay. So you're just saying for your personal bedtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Selfish interest. I like it, actually.
It's the World Series. They're going to make it relevant for everybody.
I'm hyped. I think it's
No, it won't be like it used to be, but yeah, well, games they'll probably have games starting at starting at 5 or 6 West Coast.
Yeah.
For those games, you know what I mean? I don't know.
That Blue Jays crowd was awesome too. Those fans are super, super hyped over their
Dude,
team.
what a
man.
game.
Oh man, that homer that Springer had, that place was just electric, and that game was awesome too.
That was a bedlam at the bank, Homer.
It really was like that. I mean, honestly, that place was unglued going off that, man. That was really, really awesome stuff. I was super, super
Go
hyped
Blue
for that.
Jays, baby.
Let's go Blue Jays, absolutely.
I'm rooting for Vladdy. I want to see Vladdy.
Yes,
I
I'm
like
rooting for
Vladdy.
that.
I want to see Vladdy win.
Yeah. All right. I guess I would say Vladdy has to. Now, Ohtani. I still got to go with
That
Ohtani.
performance he
I
had.
love Vladdy, though. Just
Dude,
for his
Ohtani
loins
might have
and
just
his
had the
family.
best performance someone's ever had in a baseball game.
It's up there. I mean,
And we just missed it. Could you imagine if that was at the freaking? If that was in Philly?
you would have wanted to
Well,
be there.
we lost the game anyway.
Yeah,
I would have
I guess.
rather lost and had the best game ever that we've seen. You know what I mean? That seriously makes a bucket list. Then
Well, it's about
I'm
time
pissed he didn't strike out 12 and 3 home runs, and I was there.
Well, it's about time. I think he's batting 115 in the playoffs for his career or something like that. So it was about time he did something. I know it's pretty crazy to actually see how well our pitching staff really pitched against him and handled him. I mean, whenever we would face him, we always normally kind of do. Because Citizens, I mean, I don't know how much he comes to Citizens Bank, but that's one of the ballparks he still has not hit a home run in.
Yeah, there's not that many left for him because he's hitting
And
them
then
everywhere.
he gets to these next series and he starts going off.
Yeah, I was super hyped just watching that
Well,
game.
he hasn't done anything in the playoffs other than that game. Really?
Yeah, literally.
He hasn't done anything.
Well,
maybe he's
a
pulling
bunch of walks.
Yeah, maybe he's pulling a Terry Rozier.
Hold on, before we go to that,
His Booker's putting in the call from a prison cell.
before we go to that, I got a great stat about since they moved to the format of 7 games in the A and NLCS in 1985, there's been 4 times where one team won the series 4-0 while the other team went 7 games, and in all 4 of those cases, the team that went 7 won the series.
That makes sense.
So if you get the rest, it might hurt you. But who knows? I mean, it happened 4 times in the past. We'll see what happens.
I don't know. Could you imagine how long you're sitting, though? You could be sitting for over a week.
Well, that's the point. If the team that sits has not won in the World Series up against the team that went in the 7.
We didn't need to sit this year. The Phillies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It hurts
and we
you a
had
little.
that practice game that gets sold out in Philly and all that.
Yeah.
I can't talk about that. Fuck
Well,
that team.
as we're recording today on...
And Embiid, too, that loser.
Well, let's talk basketball. 'Cause
Oh, my
the
God.
NBA tipped off last night.
I
They
think
actually
I
tipped
could
off
have
the
ran
night
up
before.
better than him last night.
Embiid looked very sluggish. He's coming off the injuries, coming off the surgeries. I want to give him some time. It certainly wasn't promising, but obviously, you're coming off this. It's your first real game back after the long layoff and long, rehab and everything.
But the new kid.
Oh, VJ was awesome. How about this stat? He's already tied Ben Simmons for career threes after
That's
one game.
freaking retarded. That is so retarded. That
After
stat.
one game. That's great. He's already, VJ is fantastic.
And the most points ever scored in the first quarter or something.
Yeah, by a rookie, yeah.
He was tremendous last night, and sometimes you just got to see guys in the real professional league to see whether or not they can sink or swim. And he obviously, he was awesome last night.
That's a hell of a first night. The only place to go is down from there.
Well, no, you don't know that.
I mean, anyone would be a fool to expect he's going to do that every night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out and has 7 points. The next.
Exactly.
He's a rookie. It's going to be growing pains or whatever. But I mean, he did a bunch of great stuff. But I was most impressed with the poise and the confidence that he played with.
Yeah, he seemed like he belonged in
especially
an NBA court.
in Boston too, on the road, in that environment. First game of the season, you miss your first 2 threes, and he just kept on shooting,
right,
and started making them, and that just shows that he's confident in what he can do. And I'm excited to watch him.
Yeah, I liked his his dribble drive to the rim.
That crossover dunk,
it was awesome.
Well, it was awesome too because he got the switch with the big. He did it. He knew he could go right by him. He didn't settle, and dude, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that was such a cool play.
So maybe Embiid isn't what he used to be, but maybe we have some promising future. We got McCain coming back in a couple weeks. We'll see what Paul George gives us. Maxey was on last night.
I was going to say, lo and behold, Maxey had 40 points and no one's saying a word about it.
No, Maxey was great last night. Maxey was awesome.
7 threes. Yeah, I mean, Max, that's the thing. Embiid, I have no expectations.
He's all grown
I have
up.
no expectations for Embiid this season. If he can be on the court and he's talented enough just to walk into 15 or 20 and 10. It's Maxey's team now. It's the meme where he's saying, "Look at me, I'm the captain now."
Yeah.
It's Maxey's team. You run it with him, Edgecombe, McCain coming back, and big fella. It's cool. You carried us for a long time, dude. Now
Carried us to the second round.
I'm just saying, carried the team to relevance.
He won an MVP here, Hack. You're acting like he's some schlub.
From the depths of nothing, from the process. I mean, he's carried us that with. And
then dealing with the whole Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz shit. And on top of his own injuries.
Yeah, and all the drama of this franchise that has just, just been hanging over his head his entire career.
I'm done with. Well, yeah, last night makes you feel good, but you got to be done with the Sixers before last night, and you got to be done with the Phillies at this point. I'm done with the Phillies.
I don't have any expectations for the Sixers. I'm just happy to see it.
Wait, you don't have expectations for the Sixers this year? You don't think they're a playoff team?
Dude, I don't know who this kid is yet. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't think. No.
You don't think they're a playoff team?
Not with that. I don't. Unless this kid plays really well.
I think they're a playoff team. The East is pretty.
How
open.
many people? What? Say half the team.
Eight.
No,
Well, no,
half the league makes the playoffs.
Yeah, but 8 in the East make it.
All right, that's not saying much when half the league makes the playoffs.
Okay, but you're saying they're not going to make the playoffs. I think they are. They're going to be a playoff.
It doesn't matter to me if they're playoffs. Dude, the Phillies are in the playoffs. Atlanta Braves were in the playoffs for 14 fucking years. I don't care. You can only pull on my heartstrings so many times at this point.
Yes, no expectations. That's what.
Yeah, maybe Ty's got the right attitude.
But last year was just so demoralizing for a team that you had some hope for, and then look, if we have a fun basketball team to watch again, I'm in. That's all.
Right. That's all I want.
That's all I want is a fun team to watch. Carry me through the winter.
Just go and play hard every night. Dude.
Right. I want some effort. I want some energy.
Did you go on FanDuel last night and bet the 6? Can you bet them for playoffs now? Or
no, I didn't.
Can you bet them?
You know what I'm?
Can we win our division?
You know what I'm regretting not betting was Wembanyama for MVP. When I looked at it, when I looked at it before the game, he was plus 1,000. When he started getting hot in the game, he was plus 850. And today I saw he was plus 350 for MVP.
You went from 1,000 to 350 last night?
Dude, he had 40, 15, and something else with 0 turnovers.
He was incredible.
Shot like 70% from the field.
The only thing that stopped me from pulling the trigger on it is because...
Oh, my gosh.
The only thing that stopped me from pulling the trigger on it is because the Spurs will have to win like 54, 55
Can't be
games.
MVP on a shitty team.
Right. So in my head, I'm like, are the Spurs going to win 53 to 55 games? I can't see it, but who knows? Maybe they take the leap. Maybe Wemby
Dude, I don't know, man. I mean, they're a deep team who, I mean, they're young, but it's a lot of the same guys who played together for a couple of years now, and if Wembanyama keeps doing, I mean, he's not going to have, maybe he might have 40 every night.
No.
Dude, I don't know, but watching him last night, there's nothing like you can do about.
I know when he blew past that one kid, fucking into that reverse slam last night.
How about Anthony? He's making Anthony Davis look a fool. Anthony Davis is one of the best defenders in the league.
Well, he's a 20 and 10 guy for his whole career.
He's making him look like a fool. Like Wemby adding that like couple moves in the post because he was working with Hakeem in the offseason apparently.
Yeah,
and
That's smart.
His game seems like he leveled it up to another level where you're like, yeah, this guy's going to be all NBA the rest of his
Dude, it was
career.
really fun to watch Wembanyama. Like,
Yeah.
It was
Johnny
exciting.
from San Antonio. I bet you is very happy right now. Shout out to Johnny.
Oh, dude, they're dying for a team.
Well, they got one there. I mean, with that, I mean that's fantastic for them.
I mean, it's the most. It's the only big town in Texas that doesn't have something good.
Yeah. How about? Did you guys get a chance to watch any of the NBC presentation of basketball on opening night?
Yeah.
I thought NBC did a fantastic job. They've reacquired the NBA rights. And their presentation of the game and Jordan at halftime, I was all
With his bloodshot red eyes.
They're not even red anymore. I said his eyes are so yellow now. They're like a burnt out star. They're like that's like it's and he's not even telling anything that's like interesting, but it's so captivating because it's Jordan.
It's him.
I know, and it's like, yeah, and how often do you see? You never see an interview with Jordan. So
You're getting it every week with NBC at halftime.
I wanted to hear what he thinks about what his fishing escapades now, because that's what he's all into.
Well, I'm sure they're going to get
that
into a bunch
trophy
of stuff.
fishing. He's always in fishing tournaments and stuff. Now that's his deal.
Did you guys happen to see too that the story he was telling about making that free throw from the house he was renting at the Ryder Cup? Well, video of that came out today.
I watched it today, yeah.
I watched it like 3 times. The whole story was true. Not that I doubted it because it was Jordan, but the whole story he told was true.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
not LeBron saying he read a book cover to cover.
yeah, or if that was The Godfather's favorite movie, and can't give you one line from it.
Yes.
Russell Westbrook apparently was pissed about that too. But I was really happy to see NBC back with the NBA. I thought it was really.
I
great
can have a
presentation.
favorite movie and not give you a quote from it. That's totally me.
You can't give me one thing from Training Day. That's your favorite.
yeah, well,
Training Day,
LeBron can remember a set he ran in an AAU game in 5th grade, but he can't recite a line from his favorite movie.
Nah. And then today the news with the gambling news that came out about the NBA, the Terry Rozier and the Chauncey Billups. We don't know all of
Damon Jones.
Damon Jones, yeah, tying into LeBron injury information.
This reignited the Malik Beasley investigation as well.
The Malik.
Well, did the NBA already said that was okay?
Well,
And they're
we
like,
know-
no.
Well, we know the NBA saying something
Right.
like dating back to
Please go away.
yeah,
really.
second night of the season.
Oh, dude,
Get
I'd
out
love
of
to be a fly on the wall in Adam Silver's office when all this shit started coming out.
Well, he had
I mean,
to know
he
it.
knew about
No.
it before
Oh,
it broke, I'm
you think-
sure, but
Yeah.
You think
He
they do it?
had to know that was coming. He didn't know. He didn't find out this morning on CNN.
I don't know. Maybe they would worry that the league would leak it or something.
No, somebody in government would leak that to him.
Yeah, maybe.
That's my theory.
It's just an insane.
I can see him keeping it all on the wraps, but I can also see the people in that kind of power circle.
The problem is, ever since gambling has gotten to this point where it's so readily accessible, we all gamble, and it's at the temptation, but also the manipulation potential out there for some of these, apparently the mob was involved with this, and some unsavory individuals are. Why are you laughing? Unsavory individuals.
Unsavory individual.
Yeah.
You're sitting here with an unsavory individual.
Yes, I am. You would never would you rig a basketball game?
I mean, dude, but
In a second, if I could make money,
I mean,
I'd rig a wrestling wrestling match if I could.
Thinking
But
about it
everybody
now,
knows I'm going to lose. I would have to win.
thinking about
Yeah,
it now,
actually,
though,
win
like as soon as all these like sports and gambling partnerships kind of started to happen, the mob had to be like licking their chops almost. Like, this is another way for us to get in.
Well, and did you see the news that came out today too? That the
That's
NCAA
true.
is allowing athletes to bet on sports. So NCAA athletes were not allowed to bet on sports previously. But if you're 18 years old and it's not the sport that you play or whatever, why shouldn't you be allowed to bet on it legally?
Should be allowed to bet on anything that's not your game.
I know, but dude, if you're
It's a giant can of worms,
Yeah,
man.
but it's insider trading. It could
yeah,
be
it's like,
insider
dude, if
trading.
you're in the NCAA and like to your point, you're on the basketball team, but you have a buddy that's on the football team, and he knows something before, like how are you gonna police that when he can tell him in the fucking dorm room
You
when
can't.
nobody knows?
There's
about
a janitor in the building that knows shit. I mean, it's always going to be out there, but
the information
it's
game.
not. It hasn't
Right, but
changed
I'm
just
just saying
because
that's bad.
gambling is
That-
legal now.
Yes, but you just have to. You have to keep it at they can't bet, because even if people are still doing it behind the scenes, like you said, the janitor knows something and they're passing information. But once you have that concrete evidence of that person betting, it just opens Pandora's box of all possibilities of all this stuff. It's impossible to track everybody.
And these leagues are.
So you just have to cut it off at just.
Well,
no,
no,
you can't do
it gets tracked when the heavy's betting on something that shouldn't be heavily bet on.
That's what it is, and
The
that's what.
track will be found there.
That's what found Terry Rozier. What flagged that was the game that apparently
Somebody
was
bet
flagged.
$200,000 on his under.
I
Terry
know,
Rozier
it's
of all
like
people.
it's
Yeah.
like. Was he not
Spread it out
thinking?
or
Was he
something.
not thinking that they weren't gonna be like?
Yeah, that's just a dumb idiot dude. Freaking who did they know who bet the money?
No, I don't.
Somebody
I don't
close
know.
to him, it says.
I don't know, but it's
Somebody close to him.
it's providing
There's
information.
got to be another 20 guys that are going to be involved in
But if
this.
you're gonna-
But
I
this
would
is never
think.
going to end. This is not going. This will not stop the problem. The problem is
No, they're going to have to at a certain point.
Death penalty.
no. But you're saying to athletes, one and done. If you're
Yeah.
caught gambling or anything around you, you are never playing again.
I mean, dude,
Yeah,
they have
that's
to, they
plug-
have to make an example out of them.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
after Otani,
Whoa,
he
jeez,
just got
yeah.
away with it.
Yeah.
That got swept under the rug fucking more than
I
fucking
know.
grandma's fucking dust.
But
They're like, we got something bigger. They had something bigger coming. Even though if that bet didn't happen right at that time, like how long ago was that bet made?
2023.
yeah, 2023.
Okay, so it was.
I just think
So it was. You know what I'm saying? They like, hey, that Otani thing was out there, and you know this. They were already started this investigation.
With the NBA shit, yeah. So they're like, we got the bigger NBA thing. Push the Otani
Yeah,
thing.
I think maybe. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
Otani's guilty, and you know goddamn well he is.
Well, those are allegations. I believe that
he
there's
is.
something
And
to that.
anybody with any common sense whatsoever, 16 million. I don't care how much you're making. What the guy lose 16 million or something?
Apparently around that,
Just
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, dude, he's guilty. They're all guilty. You can't stop it.
So what? We got to do something with the gambling now.
Well, no, you
Them
just
allowing
people don't
NCAA players is a
go making
bad
stupid bets.
idea.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if
You
you're-
can't stop the information train. The information train's always going to be there.
And gambling will always be there either, no matter what
Same,
you
that's
legally
true,
tried to. But the fact that it's so readily available and that the temptation's going to be out there for, like Ollie's saying, it's going to be bad for the young
That's a
college
good point
kids.
too, because actually your average Joe, like when I was in high school and using like a bookie, you know
Yeah,
what I
find
mean?
a bookie.
Nobody else was gambling. People that I knew, you know what I mean? That I went to when I'm in high school and shit gambling. You know what I mean? Nobody knew that, but now it's like everybody in your classroom would be gambling. You know what I mean? Like over half of them. But back then, it was 1 out of 100 people that were doing it.
it used
now
to-
it's every
girls my age that I know that don't know anything about sports are fucking
But
gambling.
did Kelly call you about a bet that she was making? Yeah, Vulcan was making a
FanDuel
bet.
got the females in somehow.
Well, it's
not that that's a bad thing,
No.
but like it's just like
But it used to be this
It's
whispered about in the back of the
Just like
newspaper. Yeah, it used to be, but
Seriously,
yeah,
pot
but,
and alcohol, they're on the same course.
but I don't. I used to be somebody who was pro
Gambling.
legal gambling.
They're all on the same
and I'm
course.
not against legal, responsible gambling, but I think that there's got to be some checks and balances to it somewhere. And you're seeing things when you have unregulation and all kinds of just go, and you're seeing problems from it. So we'll see what happens from this NBA story, man. But
oh yeah, we'll talk more about it.
yeah, well, because we're degenerates, and it's an interesting story, man. I think it's a really interesting story.
Yeah, do you think you know what really I think got them caught is them taking Hack's picks every week.
Oh yeah,
That was
jeez.
Wait, I was for 500 this week, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were decent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they were like, well, this guy can't possibly win. Something's going
Yeah,
on
but you
here.
gotta understand, I'm going into top 25 games here. I'm not taking no rag ass games here.
No,
I'm taking
yeah, you are.
ranked teams against
And
ranked teams.
I will say during Hack's sabbatical, he did go, and this is what he claims.
28, no, 27 or 8.
27 or 28. No,
And
is
there was
what
a
he
parlay
claims.
in there I won
And
too.
there was a parlay that he won too. So I mean, this is during
With
his
a
sabbatical.
reversal.
I lost that parlay this week to 50 over 52.
Yeah.
What a depressing game that was.
That sucked, man. But this week on the show, we watched AEW Wrestledream 2025. This was a pay-per-view coming from St. Louis, Missouri. Hack, you got any memories of working in St. Louis? Anything?
No, we had a great Ben. He was our coke guy in St. Louis.
He was your plug.
Yeah.
You're airing out your plug.
All right,
here.
Ben.
Oh, we started the pay-per-view, and the arch on the thing, Hack goes 637 feet, checks his phone, wrong.
6:30.
Close enough. Good job. All right, I'll give you credit for that. Close
And
enough.
he's like, no, the phone's wrong. It's
That's close.
6:37.
I slept under that thing once. I know exactly how tall it
You
was.
slept under the St. Louis
I
Arch?
passed out underneath that thing.
Him and Ben.
Yeah, Ben didn't hook you up enough, I guess.
Yeah,
What the heck?
right. This is when I was way younger. I stole a car, drove out to Denver.
You stole a car and went out to Denver.
Out of Aronimink, freaking the kid that was running the valet there at Aronimink. We stole a car from there and we drove to where the hell did we drive
Denver?
to? Colorado or something.
Why did you steal the car?
Because I don't know. I had legal problems here.
Why Colorado?
Because
You
we
were on
going
the
out there
lam?
for a job. Yeah. Yeah, literally.
So you decide the way out of it is to steal a
Never
car.
got charged for the car though, because the guy never charged us for the car. But we got arrested in we were somewhere in Colorado. This is a long dude. I was right out of high school, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. So
This is during your straight criminal days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good St. Louis sidebar. Wasn't expecting that one, but you never know what to expect with the St.
really,
Louis. The show started off. This was
forgot all about that story.
There you go. Came back to you. Nice. Thank you, St. Louis. The show started off. It was really
It was
interesting.
me and my cousin Danny.
Okay. They started off. They had like their pre-show thing on TNT, and the match they went on TNT to end with was FTR and Jet Speed. And what they did is they had that match go long so that they would entice people who were watching that to try to buy the pay-per-view at the last second. That's why when the show started, the fireworks went off and they're still going at it in the ring.
I liked it.
I don't know if that actually generated any last-second buys, but I appreciate the effort. Like, I think it's an interesting concept, and I like it's just a switch up of the usual formats that you see in wrestling.
fuck it, why not?
Why not? It's an attempt at something, and maybe if 15 more people bought the pay-per-view, it's worked. I
Dude,
don't
I
know.
didn't watch the pre-show, so I turned it on and it came. I was like, "The fuck's going on here?"
Yeah.
And
Yo, the match was pretty good too.
It
I
was.
took a couple notes, but I'm using 2 books and I can't find my notes. Some of my
Okay.
notes.
It was.
No, but the match was decent.
It
And
was.
Dude, Dak's fucking good.
Yeah, he's
That
awesome.
dude, I get bored every time. My problem is I see him in so many matches, like with other guys that I've seen him work a million times with. It didn't seem like I seen him work these guys so much, but it was, he's good.
He really, really is. And,
Wow.
I mean, this was fun, and I think a really creative way to open up a show. It was different. Again, did it actually work and you generated more pay-per-view buys? I don't know.
I
but
don't know, the live crowd popped huge for it.
popped huge, and the fireworks going off while they're fucking going at it at each other. Like,
Yeah, it was perfect the way, what was going on in the ring with the fireworks. Yeah, that was good.
it was an excellent open to a pay-per-view, though. So,
I mean, we're talking about it.
yeah, we're talking about it. I mean, I thought it was intriguing. Like, it was something different, and a lot of wrestling is just, the same. FTR.
Yeah, wait a minute. Can we talk about AEW's pay-per-view? Their Nielsen ratings
Their
that
Nielsen
I sent all
ratings?
you guys that I read. Did you read that?
Yeah, I read it.
How bad their ratings are?
Yeah, but their
A
ratings.
.10?
Their ratings are relative to everything else that's on, and everything
Or
else
does
is
that
bad.
mean that a rating doesn't mean the same rating because there's other avenues of where to get shit now?
The rating is different for two reasons. Number one, less and less people own cable than before. So to compare it to even a year ago is not fair because there's a smaller pool of people. Also, the show's on HBO Max, and you don't know how many people watch it through that versus having cable. So it's like, it's hard to calculate the real number. Is it?
Do they get it on? Can you stream AEW somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah, on HBO Max.
On HBO.
Oh.
Yes.
But
So-
that's the only place you could stream it?
Yeah. But
Because it seems like you
It's
could
like the
stream-
Netflix thing with WWE.
Right, yeah, okay.
So
Alright.
it's like, has it hurt them? Like, their ratings are down, their attendance is down. I would say attendance is a good barometer. Their pay-per-view buys are not down; they're actually up. So more people are buying their pay-per-views.
What kind of numbers are they on a pay-per-view?
They're doing between I think
Like 200, 400?
No, lower than that. They're all in did like 150. Their shows generally do over 100, like in 100 to 120,000
Well,
pay-per-view
that's
buys.
150 50s. Is that 10 million?
Yeah,
Am I doing
it's a
the
lot of
numbers right
money. Yeah, it's a lot of money, man. I mean, they're getting it. Like, their pay-per-views sell pretty well.
Yeah, it's
And-
kind of like your TV's your TV, but if you're making that money like with your pay-per-view, then it all comes down to wash. Like, it's good business actually.
But the thing is, for their ratings, like you were saying, their ratings are not strong. And ratings, I think the other barometer would be attendance, and their attendance is also not what I would call strong. It's not what it was 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, or 4 years ago. So, would you say like business is down? I would say business is about the same or down. They're making more money on their TV deal with Warner Discovery off of this new TV deal that they're on. They're making pretty damn good money off it for them.
Why would Warner be happy with that rating though?
Because it's comparative to what else is on television. So even though the rating is poor, Hack, it is still placing in the top 5 on any night that it's on. For
Yeah, because
Dynamite.
cable television's dead as it is anyway.
For Dynamite, not Collision. Collision does poorly because it's on Saturdays. It does not do well in the ratings. But Dynamite on a Wednesday, Dynamite does well on the ratings. And so I think that you have to look at things in the totality of everything, and you can't just say like that rating looks like a bad rating.
Well, but the gist of the article is that the ratings were down.
They're
the
down.
gist of the article was that it was good.
Right. There's a context though to the numbers
Right.
and everything.
Yeah,
So it's
and
like
I guess you didn't have enough characters to write in with what you just said.
no, I'm not. They are what they are.
Well, it
but
also
there's
depends on who's writing the article and what they're trying to portray.
right. And I think sometimes doom and gloom is
I saw .10 and I'm like, wow.
Well, the narrative in whichever they're trying to spin, they're writing the article.
yeah. And look, ratings for WWE aren't that great either. They're drawing some,
Nope.
ratings too. So ratings in general are not what they used to be. The only thing that does hold up pretty well is live sports, and that's what kind of
Right.
wrestling can hold out a hope on. Is we're a live, we're not sport, but we're live television, presentation. So.
Well, I was saying that thing about WWE and how much money they were losing on that.
Dude,
yeah.
if we weren't sports fans, we probably wouldn't have regular cable.
No, why would you? I
Yeah,
would
like if
have
you're not
either.
a regular sports watcher, there's really
How
no.
do you live without cable?
Well,
Even
dude,
if
you
you're
don't
not a
need it,
sports
dude.
fan.
You would be,
If you're
dude,
not
you
a
would be,
sports fan.
You would be amazed at how many of the shows you watch you can find on a streaming service.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Hold
it's
on,
a lot of
hold
hassle
on.
though. All that.
Gunk,
Yeah, but for
Gunk.
people that for
Gunk.
people
who
that
aren't
don't watch,
half-
Hold on.
think about people
Idiots.
who come home and watch.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm asking Gunk.
because
Gunk,
he don't know.
You're
shit
not a
about-
sports fan. Do you guys have cable at home?
No. I got HBO Max, I got Netflix, I got Peacock, I got all the streaming services.
How much do all they like in your head off the top of your head?
I don't know. I use like my sisters, I use my mom's,
Oh,
I
so
pay-
you
I pay
like
for
that
one or
share? It's so you share your streams
But
with
all
other
Yeah, you
people?
gotta share bag it,
All the
yeah.
streaming services though are raising their prices, which might eventually
gonna be
bring
the same
people
thing.
back to cable.
Yeah, it's
or
gonna be
it'll
the
just
same
be
thing.
the same
reverse.
thing.
Yeah, that
You know
makes
what I'm
sense
saying?
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's happening with-
that's
it's happening with
that's a
some-
cyclical freaking.
Yeah.
That's common.
Yeah, it's happened with some of my buddies. It's all, they're
So
but you share like, yo, like I'll buy HBO Max, you buy Netflix, and we'll share.
Could
like,
you share the same guy's shit at 3 different houses watching the same pay-per-view live?
Netflix just cut that off, didn't they?
Yeah, I think
And
so.
it all has to be
you
in
have to
like the
pay
same
for every-
household.
You have to pay for every account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
You can't one-off. Could you one-off Netflix? Could you one-off a pay-per-view on Netflix?
what? It's not a.
Could just buy the pay-per-view on Netflix if you wanted.
No.
But you have to buy Netflix to have the thing.
No, AEW offers their pay-per-views through Amazon Prime, so you can get it off Amazon, or you can get it off HBO Max.
How much on Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime's regular price, but HBO Max is $10 off if you get it through HBO Max. So.
How much does your HBO Max cost?
That's my parents. I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm right there with you, Gunk. I'm right there. So as a match, FTR beat Jet Speed, but the real opener on the show was Jamie Hayter taking on Tekla. This was an interesting match. I didn't love this one. I don't know. How long did they go, Ollie?
It was 15.
They went 15.
Which I thought was a little too long.
I thought it was a little too long too, and it's not that anything in it was bad, but
No, it started off good, and then it just got a little sloppy because it was long.
they got on the wrong page at certain points in this match, and I don't know who.
Well, the top rope was one
Yes.
of them. I don't know what the hell they were doing there. They were, and then it got worse. Some of their exchanges, missing kicks, freaking left and right, ducking when you're not supposed to be ducking. It was just itchy. It got worse. I mean, it started out good because I like both girls, but
I do too, and I think
it could have been a better strong match too. I mean, if you have two girls like that, you don't have to do all your ducks and this and that. You know what I mean? Just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah. They were
Because obviously it didn't look good.
No, and I thought their forearm exchange was pretty weak too. They were duking it out, and then Tekla hit her with a Black Widow, and then Hayter pulled out a backbreaker, but Tekla pulled out. It was kind of another submission on the mat, and then that got broken up, and then Tekla hit her with a spear. I thought that looked okay, and then Hayter kind of just like no-sold it, hit her clothesline, and then hit Hayter for the pin. I thought that this was too long, and it kind of felt like a TV match that was kind of like, I don't know. Look, they're building up to the blood and guts match between them, like possibly being in there. And
Well, the booking is a lose-lose. The booking that they have is a lose-lose because the way that they have that, neither of them should be losing right now.
no, because Tekla you want to keep strong, and Hayter you want to keep strong.
You brought in Tekla and you're keeping her like as this like kind of like beast chick, you know. And then Jamie's coming back, and you're trying to build her up as well. Why are you going to pair those two together when you're trying to build both of them up? I think that whole booking situation is just a mess.
Well, I think they tried it with the blonde chick, but she never looked good. They had her in like freaking a couple like tags and 6-mans and stuff like that. I saw her, and the only thing she does that one move. You know what I mean? That girl can work though.
Hayter?
No, the other girl.
Oh, Tekla.
Yeah.
They both can work, but they were both going. They were both kind of pushing them both, and then you have them compete. Like, why book them against each other right now? Because
I agree.
Hayter beats Tekla, and where does that leave Tekla? Hayter's not a champion, so Tekla's not losing to a champion.
No.
She's just losing to Jamie Hayter.
Right.
Whoever the agent
So,
was
like-
fucked up.
Well, and the other thing with it too is like I don't know, with like I liked the fact that they put on a match between women that wasn't for a belt on the show, on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I like that. They got enough talented
I
women
think
now.
every match has a belt for some reason.
I know, but there was no belt on the line for this
Well,
one.
your
It was-
pay-per-views normally kind of do.
or an issue, and I'm
Right.
glad that they're building up. Like for a long time in AEW, the only women's programs that they had
More belts.
were belts, and so now that you're getting a secondary one, and they're introducing the tag titles now, it's like okay,
Yeah, women are getting over.
women are getting over, and that's a common theme throughout wrestling for both the companies here in the States. Is the women are really stepping their game up. But as a match, this was just there for me. I'm going to go 2 stars for it. Ollie.
Yeah, I'm like right there too for you. Like I said, I thought it started out like decent, but just a little too long.
Yeah. Hack.
Yeah, it was a 1.
1?
Yep,
Okay.
both of these girls they're capable of way better.
Yeah.
The agent should not have had them doing all that shit.
Okay. Ty?
Yeah, I agree with Hack. 1, it's just too many hitches and everything that we've already said. So.
Yeah. Up next on the show, this was the Young Bucks taking on the Jurassic Express, and this was a $500,000 match. So you got the Bucks coming out. That popped me with their entrance where it was just
Yeah.
And everyone's everyone bringing out the money for it. It was great.
It was awesome.
And it was like, yo, take a picture for $20, and he posed for the picture, and he's like, yo, give him the 20, give him the 20. Like, it was fucking great.
I know, but the great thing is like the big money involved. Like when I was a kid, it was a $10,000 over the top rope battle royal. You know what I mean?
Inflation.
Yeah, well, I know, but it still works today.
Yeah.
And they got the bag of money there. It's honestly, I really don't think anybody in that audience thinks that whoever's
No,
gets.
it's just a gimmick. No, it's just a gimmick.
And
which
they
is the
play it
best part.
so. And
Yeah,
they,
right.
And they play it so. So yeah.
But I don't know how much you follow it, but the Bucks have been doing this whole money thing. They're broke,
Yeah,
and they got the money back.
Yeah.
And
I was wondering why were they broke?
Well, because they got fired from their EVP jobs.
Because they lost
the Swerve and Ospreay.
they lost the Swerve and Ospreay, so they lost the EVP
All right, so
titles.
then they
and
lost that, and then they cut the promo where they come back and he makes the match with them with the
well,
other
yeah,
guys.
they lost their
Okay.
driver. They lost their locker room spot. You know, they lost like their.
Actually, I like that.
Yeah.
What else can you do with those dudes?
Nobody wants to eat with them at catering. They're
Catering. Like,
Because they don't have money
They've
anymore.
been real losers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I like it even more now.
Well, no. Well, it's like they're the EVPs and they were dicks to everybody, so now everyone can be dicks to them because they don't have any power.
Yeah, they have
like
no repercussions. anymore.
Yeah, they'd be dressing in like the boiler room
That's
and shit.
so
like,
smart by those guys turning that like that.
Yeah.
That's really intelligent.
but it's like you said, what else can you do? They come up with
Right.
an idea. Let's do this.
yeah,
So-
that's really good.
This match, though, how long did this go, Ollie?
This was
8
23.
years.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, yeah, long.
I thought,
There's 3 matches here.
Yeah.
dude, you're so right about that, Hack. Where it's like, if they went home after the hot at like about the 12-minute mark,
Luchasaurus was over like God in this
He
match.
was awesome.
Dude.
He was great.
Holy shit.
and I like this match a lot. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm going to give it 4 stars. I'm going to tell you spoiler alert with my rating before I get to criticize this.
Spoiler alert.
I am.
Oh, darn.
No, but I am.
We were waiting on pins and
Yeah, no,
needles
but
for
I'm,
the fucking.
no, but I'm going to be fair.
The listeners were clamoring.
Yeah, they were waiting. They turned.
Everybody's got
They turned up. They turned up their radios. They turned up the radio. But seriously, though, this
Pins and needles.
I'll timestamp that. Toss his
yes,
rating.
thank you, Ty. But for this match, though, it's like just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of the stuff on the show after this, especially the next match, really suffered. I'd say the next 2 matches kind of suffered because you took so much heat out of this crowd, and then you still had to give them 3 hours of show. And it's like, I get it. Your mission as the Young Bucks and Perry and Luchasaurus, it's your first big match, or second since teaming? I think it was their second match since teaming
Second,
again.
Luchasaurus and the other guy.
Right.
I can't
Yeah,
believe
but
I
yeah,
heard
they
that.
had they worked on it on the
Like 2
previous
years
Dynamite.
ago.
Right,
Yeah.
but this is their big return together, right? Mm-hmm. And I get it. You want to have the best match possible, but instead, just having a good match would have been sufficient enough and better for this show, because I think it took a lot of the heat out. Like to your point, Hack. Yes, there was 3 matches in this, pretty much. I mean, how many different sections did they do? How many heat sections?
Couple sets of heat. Yeah, like.
Dude, and how many false finishes?
That's
27?
That's what I mean. And I know the Young Bucks do this, and
Yeah, but 27.
27 at this point in the show. If this was semi-main or a little bit later in the show, and people haven't done that, it's I don't know. Like
It's card structure, man.
Yeah.
Know your place on the card, and I get you're the Bucks, and I get you're like whatever, but you also, because you're the Bucks, should be smart enough to realize, dude, I ain't got to go out there and do 25 to 30. Just go in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's the tale of all their pay-per-views, pretty much.
Yeah, this match in a nutshell is a good summation of a lot of what the company provides out there of like presentation. It's
Right,
like,
and the card structure is completely all like the match placement.
There is none. Everything is like within its own.
No,
Yeah.
but,
You
know what I mean?
but I'm
It's-
saying the match placement,
Yeah.
I think, was horrible too.
yeah, you don't look. Not every match. I get. Heck, ECW was this way very much, where everybody wanted to go out and have the best match on the show. But not every match got the time to do that. And some point, you got to be like, nah, this one's just going to go
You
12.
can knock your shit out of the park in 12 minutes.
And I think they did. I think they did it to the point. But, I mean, there was just so much in this. And like you said, too, Hack, Luchasaurus was awesome in this match.
Guy looks, Jesus Christ, he's ripped.
And especially, he had, I think, a respiratory issue, and so just seeing him back in the ring again is, like, really cool, and I was really happy for him and Jack Perry, because they certainly delivered big time on this. They finally finished it off with Perry hit a Poison Rana, and then there was the extinction done by them for the pin on Matt Jackson. I went 4 stars, but what do you go, Ollie?
Yeah, I'm going to give it 4. I mean, I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Super entertaining.
Yeah, and I know we were ripping their tag division, too, a couple months ago, and it seems like they've gotten it back going again with a couple of really good tag teams going again in AEW.
Yeah, we'll see.
What do you give it, man?
I don't know, dude. It's so hard because obviously the technicality of the match is fine. Like all the moves and everything, yeah, great. But I don't know. I'm giving it a 1.
You're giving it a 1.
Yep.
Okay.
It's too much. It's just too much.
Okay. Ty?
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 3. Not as high as you guys, not as low as heck, obviously, but just... too long, too much. Know your place on the. They did a lot of good tandem shit, a lot of good spots. Like,
dude,
like so.
Who for what? For
Right,
where?
like
For how?
right, exactly. And I don't know. Like I know Lucha was super hot, but Jack's stock is. Like,
Yeah, but I think-
down
Glad
for
you
me.
said it.
But I think this is the place for him, though. Like,
I agree, but now it's. Dude, he tried to do that, badass Jack Perry thing, and now he's coming back to this as not Jungle Boy, but Jungle.
he's
whatever.
Jack Perry.
Yeah, Jungle Jack Perry or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, he's my girl's
but
guy.
he's not as lovable in a Jurassic Express tag team as he was as Jungle Boy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but he's also matured. He's a little bit older. And
Right,
stuff.
You can tell with the way he would look into the camera and smile and stuff like that. He's trying to make that
That bridge.
But,
Yeah.
but you could tell people are like not as on him as they were
No,
previously.
not at all.
Right.
Not at all. Gets worse the next. But I think that's the crowd too.
The crowd wasn't great on the show. I thought they were okay, but that was that match. Post match, and this is another thing too. I don't need to see this, and I think this is the direction they're going in. Is Perry was teasing making up with the Bucks, but then the Don Callis family ran to beat him up, and then the Bucks then left when Kenny came out to stare at them. And I don't need another Kenny and Bucks. Are they friends? Are they not friends? Feud, beef thing. I'm
Kenny
tired.
looked ripped too.
Yeah, he did, but I don't need that to happen again. So, up next on the show was the Hurt Syndicate taking on the Demand, and the winners of this match got a future trios titles match, which we saw on Dynamite last night. I actually enjoyed this one. How long did this one go,
would.
Ollie?
This was 13 and a half.
I enjoyed this because
130 and a half.
I thought Ricochet was great in this.
He is. That
As
kid is-
always.
that kid is, Jesus Christ, that kid's great.
And I thought that, like, the work in this match, like, as a star rating, I'm going to go, like, a lot lower than the last match. But as far as, like, accomplishing...
Yeah, don't want to give it away so far yet.
No, but I'm just saying, it's like...
The Tosh teaser right there.
You need a T-shirt.
As far as accomplishing the mission of what you're looking to do, I thought that this match really accomplished it more than the last match did. Because it kind of... How long to go again, Ollie?
13 and a half.
13? That's maybe even a little bit less for it, but that's the right amount of time for this kind of a match.
The problem for me is that you have a tag match. The very next match is a tag match, and you're doing the same exact, not the same exact spots, but you're going outside the ring, doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like doing spots against a guardrail. I don't know how many times people sat somebody down on the chair on the outside throughout the whole entire thing, but clearly, like we always say, nobody's watching each other's matches. But the card construction, you have a tag team, and then you flip right over to another tag team match. That
You could have easily thrown Tony right here.
it's the same
if you
it's-
wanted.
Right, it's the back. That was a lose-lose situation for the Hurt Syndicate. If you ask me, putting them right after the Bucks and Jurassic Express, they couldn't win. There's no way they can win.
And
The
it was a
crowd,
cluster anyway.
anything. Not win the match, I'm saying.
no,
but,
no,
like,
get over.
win the spot.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that they can win that spot. So, like, you know.
That's a good point, dude.
put the Hurt Syndicate
It
before
is.
them.
Yeah. No, I totally hear what you're saying. I did enjoy watching MVP do some of his signature spots. Like
That's what the whole match was.
Yeah.
It was a high spot with a bunch of cluster underneath.
Yeah.
yeah,
It was a
lot of-
straight cluster.
It was.
It was. And the table was rigged. Did you notice that the table was gimmicked?
The table?
Yeah, the table didn't have like if you have a table like this, there's that metal ridge that goes around the whole outside, and then there's that black plastic thing that's around there. None of that was on that table.
Huh.
I don't
You
think.
talking about when he powerbombed
When they
Benjamin to
powerbombed the other one
Lashley?
through, which didn't look great anyway.
I'm not
And those two died for 5 minutes after that.
I'm not sure that's on tables anymore.
Well, yeah, when you see it, you see the
No,
black thing was around the guy's head the other day after he went through a table.
I'm just saying, like, all of them, which could be.
I rewound
something,
it and
but-
looked at it again.
No, I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
I think there's all tables that are used now in wrestling in general don't all have the shit around it.
Yeah.
Is my point. I think.
So after that point, when they put him MVP through the table, then he was the only one in there against the Demand. But then,
Which is smart again by him.
yeah, you get
Let
the
him
heat.
take the heat.
Let him take the heat because it's not believable to have Shelton and Lashley sell for
Well,
an extended period of time.
well, right, and you're going to get the most sympathy.
Right. And then I liked how that played into Ricochet later when he was the only one in the ring with them. So it was kind of like a little callback to that. And I loved Khan.
was good.
Khan pulled him out and took the bullet for him for the finish, which I liked as well. Because it's protecting Ricochet. And
I didn't like it.
you didn't like that.
No, I didn't like
Oh,
It's
it.
like
okay.
his security. It's his boy.
Yeah,
so you're-
I like that. I don't know. As a match, though, this was nothing special. I'm
that
going to
dude's
go.
like the most jacked / ripped human being on the
He's
planet.
huge.
Oh, what
Bishop
is
Khan.
his name?
Bishop Khan.
And what's the other dude's name? The guy that they
jeez.
said played rugby. Oh, you guys don't even know.
Leona.
Tay Leone.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even write
Tay
down the
Leone?
name.
Tay-
That dude's ripped, though. that guy that came in to take the
Undercover
finish.
Tay Leone?
Bishop Khan, yes.
No, that dude's so big, man.
Yeah. For a match, though, I'm just going to go 2 stars for this. Ollie?
Yeah, I'm like right at it too. Nothing super special.
Hack?
Wait, who did Shelton throw? I got Shelton threw the kid over the top rope. Then he dove over it. Oh yeah, he threw the one kid over it, and then shit. I've never seen Shelton dive
he
over
did
it.
like a suicide
That ain't
Yeah.
Shelton.
overtime.
He's like, oh, I got a big landing spot there. You know what I mean? He had those 5 guys.
Big dudes. Too.
Yeah, and he landed right on the one guy's shoulder.
Yeah, it was a good spot. It was a really good. What do you give the match?
Ah, it was a cluster, dude.
So? What
It
do you
was
give
a straight cluster.
What do you give
I don't know, like a 3.
3. Ty?
I'm going to give him a 2. And a lot of it's because they were put in an almost impossible spot.
Yeah.
Like that match could have seemed a lot better if it didn't follow the Bucks and Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they have a better match in it. Those
Oh,
six.
No, I'm just
no,
saying.
they
I don't
do.
think. I'm just saying.
They
I
got
don't
a
think it
3
would
and a
have.
half. They got a 3.5 in
I'm
them.
just saying. I don't think
yeah.
it would have looked as bad if you hadn't just followed that other match. I don't think they can go out and like put on some superstar,
No,
showdown.
They don't
No,
have a
you're
5
totally
star.
right there.
They don't have a 5-star in
You're
it, but
absolutely right there following that other match.
Yeah.
23 minutes of high spot galore.
yeah. Up next in the show, this was the
They probably thought, oh yeah, well they're going to do that. I'm telling you, and they probably thought putting that spot there was, oh well, they're going to do all this, and then these guys aren't going to be like that match. That's probably exactly how they thought.
I guess, but they probably were like popcorn.
But if you throw,
I mean, you know, like you don't think they're a bathroom match at that point, like for a lot of people.
Well, they did go 23 minutes.
That's what I mean.
And with entrances and shit like that, you're at a half hour easy. So, all right.
Yeah. And now you're like, okay, people gonna get a beer or something. I don't know. Up next in the show was the TNT title match between Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe. And I think this match suffered crowd reaction-wise, too, partially because of the Bucks match. And man, oh man, did these two guys, they did everything, too. But Fletcher is, he's special. Like, that's the best way I could describe him, is special. There's certain movements that he does for his selling that are just like, I didn't think he was going to lose this match, but as it got later and later and later into the match, I'm thinking maybe he does drop this so he could go up to the world title. Like that's how good he is. I think as a talent.
Yeah, I don't like him even having that crap title he's got. I didn't even think about it until when I was watching it today. I was like, yeah, he's got that shit title.
Well, it's not.
You got to give him something, I think, is the point.
It's not.
I don't think the guy needs a belt at all.
You think the belt hampers him?
No, I'm not saying the belt hampers him. I'm saying that guy's so great that he doesn't need a belt.
Yeah.
No, but I also think that...
Because everybody has a belt.
But I think the belt means something to your casual fan.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there a casual wrestling fan?
That's a great point. I don't think so. I kind of don't think so, Hack. I think
Is you're in or you're out?
I kind of think you're right.
Unless you got a boyfriend or something like that.
I think you're. Yeah, I think you're right about that, Hack. I don't know how many casuals are out there even, but this match though, man, what a fucking. We say it all the time with Mark Briscoe. Like that guy is just the fucking man.
Rises to the occasion every time.
He does rise to the occasion every time, and I really like. Obviously, I wish that Jay was still with us, and working with them and everything.
How did his brother die?
It was a car accident.
Okay.
A drunk driver, I believe, hit him.
It's been like 5 years by now?
No, I think it's been like three or so. But I wish Jay was still here, but it's given Mark the opportunity to do this singles career that he never thought he would have ever. And it's interesting to watch it, because Mark is a tag guy. I mean, he worked a lot of singles matches too in Ring of Honor and everything, but like he can tell you himself, he's a tag guy. And so now getting this late career Mark Briscoe singles run is just like awesome to watch.
He's what, back-to-back pay-per-views against MJF and Fletcher?
Yeah, and then the Ricochet match this year. Like, if you want to talk about his year on pay-per-view, he's had a damn good year on pay-per-view, and he delivers every time. Doing jobs. I mean, he just.
And still getting over.
Crowd loves him.
Crowd loves him, man.
Freaking love that dude.
I love him
to
too.
your point, Tosh, it is really cool to see, because like when they're together as a tag team, most people probably viewed like Jay as kind of the guy who could like go and like be successful like as a singles.
And he was world champion in Ring of Honor.
Exactly. So it's probably pretty exciting and nice for everyone to see like Mark also having success and like doing what he's doing as a singles wrestler too.
Yeah. I loved in this when he was making his comeback. He does like multiple froggy bows. I've never seen him do the top rope froggy bow that he did, where Fletcher was laying on the ropes and he hit him with that one. You remember that spot? And that sent him to the outside, and then he did the one to the outside, and then he did the to the floor, and then he hit a regular one back in the ring. Then he hit the J Driller, but then Fletcher. Do you like the single finger on the rope for the rope break?
It's my only way when I got hand on the rope, great facials, great finish.
Do you like?
I loved it, and I knew he was going to do it. But everybody does it, like grabs it.
Yeah.
He just like with his face was. I love that dude. Is great.
I've seen
that dude is just great.
I've seen the one finger on the rope before.
I can't remember seeing that, but that
I like it, and that at that moment too, and that's what kind of took the match up to another level.
There was a couple late kickouts here too. There was a lot of late kickouts. I thought in the whole freaking night. But.
Well, there was a low blow and then a brainbuster.
Yeah, they make it seem like the low blow was the. I like the way they had it set up with the thing with the ref and everything. You know what I mean? But you don't need a low blow. You don't need a low blow to lose that match. To me,
well, I think
I would not have that in my match.
You would have just had Fletcher beat you clean.
Yeah.
I think they want people to be like, Fletcher's a heel, I hate him. Instead of like, I love the performance. And he hits it with the top rope brainbuster for the finish.
Yeah, okay, so is everybody in the crowd thinking, here, let's get... is everybody in the crowd thinking, if he didn't get hit in the balls, he would have won that match?
I think that's what you want the crowd to think. Yeah, okay. I think that was their intent. Right. But how long did this one go, Ollie?
This one was...
I'd say 60.
Basically 25.
25.
Wow, didn't seem like it.
It didn't, and
that's weird.
I love this match. It wasn't the best I've ever seen or anything, so I'm just gonna go 4.5 for it. Ollie?
Yeah, I gave it a 4. Just really, really good shit. I mean, nothing we haven't said. Briscoe and Fletcher are fucking awesome.
They're fucking awesome. Hack?
Yeah, it's a 5 easy.
5 easy for you.
Easy.
Yeah. Ty?
Yeah, solid 4.
4. Yeah, I thought this was really, really good stuff. Up next on the show, we got Tony Storm taking on Chris Statlander, And I love the little videos, both of them coming out before. I thought that they really...
That was good.
Well, it's good for them. You know what I'm saying? But it's a step closer to like the ambiance of like a WWE show compared to theirs. It's them making, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
something better.
Tony always has really good
package,
packages, right?
Right.
But Statlander's package was the one that I was like, that was cool because it was.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No, I thought it was weird.
No, but I liked it. It was.
I know, but when I'm thinking that, I'm thinking, well, other people are probably loving this.
Okay,
because I'm like, I don't get it.
Again, it's an attempt at something, and I appreciated
Well,
that.
I liked it. It's putting an emphasis on your
championship.
Your title match.
Yeah. This was it's tough to do face sometimes, I think. Do you think that, Ollie?
Sure.
I think it's tough to do face sometimes, and we talked about it on the last show when she lost to her at All Out. Your point was that she should have done the job straight up when she lost it in the singles, and I didn't think it was because she did lose it in that match to her. She took the pinfall, but this was Tony putting her over in this match.
Yes,
and I think anointing her. This was the anointing Statlander as the champion of this division. And now, after I can't talk about this match without talking about the booking later with Mercedes, and part of me now is thinking, I just made a face. Well, but part of me thinking now is Statlander just a transitional champion for Mercedes? I'm going to ask you guys. Do you think that?
I think that's whatever. I think that was my natural inclination after I saw it.
That's mine as well. And Ollie, what do you think about this?
I don't know. I don't know.
Which I would hate.
Yeah, like I think AEW knows that their fans wouldn't like that. I don't know if they'll do that.
But I think part of the thing with Mercedes' character.
Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they do it?
Yeah, I think they're making the whole reason to do it.
Right, and then it's like a lot of
you know what I mean? It's 11, 12, 47 belts.
No,
so many I don't get.
No, but if you're going to do it...
They're doing it.
I'm just saying...
You think so too.
If Monet's going to win the women's world title, have her take it from the champion of champions.
Tony.
Right.
Well, but maybe then... But I see your point too, Ty, with the booking. If that's what you're going to do, they should have done that finish for the Tony Mercedes match.
Yeah, what's the point?
But now I'm thinking maybe they're doing that so that when Mercedes is this champ, the only one to beat her is Tony. Because Tony's got her number.
It's a fair point.
But I also think to myself, if that's what you're doing, then whoever beats Mercedes and takes her down should be somebody you're looking to make. Because now with all these belts with Mercedes, whenever Mercedes loses that TBS title or loses those other ones, it should be her way of anointing someone.
I know, but it's a hard spot.
What?
Like, who beats her?
Who beats her?
And how they beat her.
Right.
It's a hard spot, dude.
They got to kick her ass. I mean, like, that's what... All this heat now has been built up. And I think that, what direction they go with it, we'll see. But I kind of find talking about this match, I can't talk about it without talking about the Mercedes stuff later. So I don't know.
When she does lose, I need her to lose every belt all in a row.
13 matches, job in a row?
That would be great. I can see Tony doing that.
Like on a losing streak.
Every match, wherever she's at, Iceland.
Lose.
She's got an Iceland belt.
All to be consecutive.
She's got the Luxembourg belt.
And then she can
go get a list of her belts.
No, but then she can go into like a total tailspin spiral. How what I'm saying? Like she get
there's some good
lose
TV
it all
there. Yeah,
and then go take a break.
Yeah.
Right,
and
lose it all.
And go hiatus and go for a year.
She's in the dumpster. She's nobody anymore. Take her all the way down because then people won't want to cheer for her to come back up.
All right, let's hear her belts.
Okay, Gunk.
Okay. So she's the AEW TBS champion, She's the CMLL World Women's Champion.
That's Mexico, right?
Yep.
That's prestigious.
Yep. She's the Rev Pro Undisputed British Women's and Queen of Southside Champion in England.
Oh, wow.
She's the EWA Women's Champion. She's the EWA Women's Champion in Europe Wrestling Association. She's the Chaotic Wrestling Women's Champion, and that's in Lowell, Massachusetts. She's the Primetime Wrestling.
That's where she's from.
Pop tax so much.
We used to work at Lowell.
She's the Primetime Wrestling Women's Champion, Primetime Wrestling Warsaw, Poland.
Okay.
She's the Bestia Women's Champion in Hamburg, Germany.
All right.
She's the Discovery Wrestling Scottish Women's Champion in Edinburgh, Scotland. She's the Body Slam Women's Champion, Copenhagen, Denmark. She's the AEW Owen Hart Cup Women's Tournament winner, and that's AEW. She's the interim Ring of Honor Women's World Television Champion. That's AEW. And
They're just giving her anything.
And she is finally the Winnipeg Pro Wrestling Women's Champion out of Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Wow.
But I kind of think they should go that route, which would in turn, she can't beat Statlander then.
Yeah, look, there's a couple ways you can go about it, but I
don't think you should take it off Statlander this early. The AEW faithful love Statlander, and I think you need to keep it on her for a little longer. Do that Mercedes thing and figure out another way to get to it.
Okay.
Give Mercedes some more straps. That's what you gotta do.
Yes! She doesn't have enough!
So ridiculous. Dude, if I was like an indie, like a big, I would pay.
You'd want your belt out.
I would pay like $25,000 if I had it. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I would give her my belt.
I want Tony or Excalibur, whoever on the commentary, to run down the list of these feds every time she comes out, because they don't do a good enough job.
They should have somebody with a scroll.
Yes.
No, yeah, the ring announcer.
Yes.
The ring announcer every time.
Every time. Yes, because she's Ultimo.
To make it even more elaborate.
Because
if it was Tony, it would be super elaborate.
That's where
there'd be like a horse and carriage and shit.
That's where the heat is, though, with Mercedes.
Yes, there is.
And there's real potential there, Hack. Like, instead of, what does she have, Gunk? How many belts? Is it 12 or 13?
I stopped at like 10.
It's 11 or 12. Yeah.
Okay, she needs 31 titles. And that'd be a great story, too, is that she has all these other belts, but she can't win the big one. You know?
Oh. I like that.
You know what I mean? So that's to Ollie's point why she shouldn't beat Statlander. But
then it makes the AEW Women's Championship that more important if she can't ever win that one, but she can have all these other ones.
There's a lot of interesting booking stuff that they could do with this. But back to this match, I thought it was good. She missed the. Did she hit the 450? She did.
Yeah.
She hit the 450. That was a near fall. And then she gave her a German. And then she walked into the Saturday Night Fever, which is a nice move there. There was an arm trapped, and then another Saturday Night Fever for the finish. Statlander retained pretty fucking clean for this one. And it's what you had to do. It's Tony doing business, and it's Stat. Great champ. I mean, we'll see what kind of title run she has with it. I thought it was just okay, though. I didn't think that, Tony, I think, needs to be... I said this before about her. I feel like she's got to be in a program to really deliver her best work sometimes. And I feel like she's way better off in programs. And I want to see her get in a program. And it seems like her and Mina are going to be a tag team during this tag team title tournament. And I think that's something that she could really sink her teeth into as a performer. So I'm excited to see what she does during that. As a match for this, I'm going to go 3 stars for it. Ollie?
What did I give this man? I gave it like a 2. I mean... Nothing really super great. I mean, nothing really bad, but it just seemed kind of just flat. To me, just a little boring and just kind of flat. Not that they did anything really bad, but it wasn't either of their best match for sure.
No, I don't think it was, but I didn't think it was bad, but I think face versus face is tough sometimes. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Hack?
There's 2 different timings going on in that ring right there. my girl's standing around at least 5 different times waiting for Statlander like to catch up with her during the spot. Anybody notice that?
I didn't.
Yeah, she's
No.
like standing there just waiting on the girl. The girl was like Joel was last night. She's slower. There was just
Pete. He's trying to say Pete.
There was just 2 different speeds. The one girl was on one speed and the other girl was on another speed.
Okay. So what do you give it?
I don't know. It wasn't good.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all. I don't know, like a 2.5.
Okay. Ty?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 2. There was no real flow to anything in the match. It I don't know what it was. Statlander doesn't work big enough for me as big as she is. You know, especially if you're gonna like try and be a champion.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with the rest of her title run. I know we went to...
And I like her too.
Yeah.
I just think she needs to work bigger because
She works slow like a big guy.
Yeah. Post-match, that was the reason I brought up the Mercedes stuff. She came out for the stare down, and then we saw that big angle last night with the cake and everything. I thought that was pretty fun.
And then we did the ECW style roll in right to the next match.
Yeah, roll into the next match, which I liked.
I like the three guys dancing with the belts were kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny too. And last night on Dynamite, she had a whole procession of them. Like each guy was holding a belt out with her as she came out, which I thought was great. This was Mina Shirakawa taking her on. This is for the interim TV title match. It's a title for title match. This was the interim Ring of Honor TV women's title. I know that's a prestigious one, right, Hack?
Give it to Mercedes.
She did. She won this match. I thought that this was just okay, man.
I'm never impressed with any of her matches.
Oh, that's not. You've liked a lot of her matches.
No.
You have. You've given compliments to her matches before. This match was just there though for me. And how long did this one go, Ollie?
16.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you knew it was a foregone conclusion. I didn't give Mina any chance in this match whatsoever. And I thought these two weren't on the same page, really.
It was weird because I thought they had some spots that were really, really good.
Awesome. But then it was
and then other spots that were really, really bad. Like, it was the tale of like 2 matches. Like, and I'm not meaning like the beginning and the end of the match. They were all mixed in because sometimes you were like, damn, that was a great spot. Damn, that was a great spot. And then you were like, oh, that was fucking awful.
Yeah.
So, it was, I don't know. It was back and forth. It's, I don't know. Mercedes, I've only seen her put together a couple of good, and it's a shame because she was really good, but she's having trouble finding pretty good dance partners in AEW so far.
Yeah. The finish for this one, Monet was thrown into the turnbuckle a couple times, but then she reversed that into a roll-up.
Gun, can you find her like women beating like the Iceland girls like thing or something like that so we can post something like that, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see the people who she's beating.
Okay, the people that she's beaten for these belts.
Yeah.
Okay. She reversed it into a roll-up. She put her foot on the rope for the pin.
I like that.
I like the finish.
Yeah, I like the finish.
It was the right finish. She's doing heel shit.
Yeah.
As a match, though, I think it was just there. I don't think it was bad, but I'm going to go 2 stars for it. Ollie?
I'm like 2.5, 2 3/4 for it.
Yeah.
It was decent. It was good. I mean,
Yeah.
not bad.
Hack?
I don't know. I thought the other girl looked good.
Mina?
Yeah.
I love Mina.
Mina's great.
I thought she looked better in the match than the other girl did, so I don't know. 2.5.
2.5. Ty?
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 2. And another card construction thing, back-to-back female matches. And I know what you're...
Yeah, but that was for the angle, though.
Which I hate. I hate Statlander coming out after this match. You're the women's heavyweight champion. There's no reason her coming out and interrupting you during your match. You shouldn't belittle yourself and have to come back out and chase her away at the end of that. Do it on Dynamite the next week. Whatever. You shouldn't come back through that curtain just to scare her, just to have her run away. That shouldn't happen. It makes you're lowering yourself to her level. And you're the women's heavyweight champion.
I took it, I know what you're saying, but I took it as like, I'm going to be a fighting champion, and I'm not afraid of you, and nobody chumps me.
That's probably what they were going for.
You know what I mean?
But for me, if I'm the champion, I'm like, dude, you're not even relevant. I'm not going to come out to, you thought you were cool coming out and interrupting my, match or whatever after that thing. There's no way in my mind she should have thought that she should have to come back out and scare her away.
If she comes out, they should be brawling.
Yeah. I agree
and
with
for
you.
me, if Monet had done something to her like on a previous show, and she came out and like defended Mina or something like that and chased her away, fine. But don't leave your match and then come back through the curtain. And I don't know. That's just how I saw it.
Yeah. What do you give it?
2.
2. Up next on the show, this was the tag team title match between Bro Dito and Don Callis' family.
Best match on the card.
Dude, this match. I mean, you want to talk about emptying the clip here. Fucking. And I think they did too much in this one, too.
Yeah.
But, fuck, man, was this not a great match?
If you think they did too much in this one, I don't know how you don't think they do too much in every match that they put on.
Well, no, it's not that. I mean, how many minutes did this go?
27?
27. And it's like, again, with card structure, this is a 5-star match, so what am I nitpicking here? I mean, like, honestly, this was incredible. Like, these guys fucking killed it.
Who are we talking about?
We're talking about Bandito and Brody King versus Okada and Takeshita. The only thing I didn't love about this was the finish where Okada is basically when he hits Takeshita, which I love that. But that, which Todd just did the finger, which was the look on his face.
So
dude.
good.
The smile, the joy.
It was like the dastardly, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I got you, motherfucker.
yeah, like, oh, my bad.
The joy in his face when he gives that finger was so fucking good.
He stole it from me, by the way.
And when he started doing the Macarena with the fucking,
That's
with the
funny.
double middle fingers.
That was funny, too.
I wish that that's my one flaw with this match too, is that Bandito didn't sell the arm when he's doing the Macarena later with the amount that he sold the arm in this match, because he should have not been able to.
Wow.
Could you
pick that
up? Could you imagine if he selling the arm during the Macarena spot? But this match was fucking great, dude. Like the arm selling that Bandito was doing was fucking great, dude. And for him to get him up for that 21 plex that he does with the one arm, the place went fucking nuts.
Do you think Bandito has a spot clause in his contract where he has to hit X amount of spots in each match? Because I swear to God, he just does too much.
Well, he's one of these guys that came up not just in Mexico, but wrestling a lot in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, where it's like these
The regular match is like that.
Yeah, it's like these guys just do that, and it's like
I just get tired. I just get exhausted of it.
I think he's having a hell of a year, man. The Ring of Honor title match he had with Takeshita is like gets up there in my match of the years.
Well,
like Takeshita's dude. How fucking good is Takeshita?
I know, he's great. Okada's great.
I can't wait for the Takeshita Okada match.
Is it happening this next pay per view? You think? Like,
It might be still
Did they
too.
have a match?
It might be
They
still
were in the
too.
three-way.
It might be still too
Okay.
early. We might have to look at like the pay per view schedule or something. Like, I don't know. Is AEW ever going to do a pay per view in Japan?
Well, are they saving it for Wrestle Kingdom?
Maybe.
New Japan? I mean, are you saving it
Sure.
for?
I mean, especially if Takeshita's your New Japan champion
Yeah,
now.
he's IWGP
IWGP champion.
So,
yeah.
like, I mean, maybe you're saving it for then, which is January 4th.
I just hope it's soon
Oh God, man!
because I can't wait.
That's
for
why
it.
I hated they had the 3-way.
Right, because it's a special match, and you should do it the first time you're doing it. It should
Yeah.
be just that. I kind of feel like it was a little teaser. It's like, we'll give you this taste of it, and then we'll give you the real one later down the road. And
Go, can you find out how many people that she drew in Denmark for that title match?
I love how you're still thinking about
Can you
this.
find that out? No, I want to bust on how bad some of these belts are. I want to know if it was like a straight indie.
Yeah, but what does it matter?
Because
You just
it
loved
matters
it.
to me.
You just loved it 10 minutes ago.
How you're like, what are they
Yeah,
drawing?
I know, but I love it even better if 5 of these belts were in front of 800 people.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
They're indies in Denmark. I'm sure they're probably not backing it out like 10,000
It was friends
people.
and family.
Yeah, but I would use that again if I was somebody else. I would use that in a promo against her.
Oh, okay.
I can't see how many people were in the
All
audience.
right. Just,
Is that Iceland?
All right, we'll do that
yeah,
after
yeah,
the
yeah,
show.
we'll do
all
that
right?
after. Yeah, we'll watch your Voodoo Wrestling on Vice
Yes.
as well. Okada, Rainmaker.
I'm putting a hex on you right now.
Okada Rainmakered Takeshita by mistake, and like we said, he was super, super happy. Bandino then hit him with the X knee, which was, dude, that move is sick, dude. That's
A lot of this shit that dude does.
oh my god. And then with one arm, and then his arm gave out on the 21 plex, but then Brody King was able to help him in there. He had a suicide dive out to Takeshita, and then there was a 21 plex on Okada with the one arm to retain the titles. This was fucking awesome, man. Really, really good stuff. And for a thrown together tag team, him and Brody King have like really good chemistry together.
Well, and the crowd loves him. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's all that really fucking matters.
Yeah.
Especially with their, like, lackluster tag division, or, like, lack of a tag division that has been for, I don't know, probably the past year now or so.
But I think it's building back up. And I
Yeah,
think
for sure. And it's good that at least you have a team who's your champions, who's the crowd, that the crowd is behind, and it's a thrown together tag team.
Yeah, and it's working.
Yeah.
Was Brody and Luchasaurus tag team partners?
No.
No.
They were never
no,
tagged?
Brody was with Buddy Matthews and Malachi Black, who, that's just speaking Chinese.
Yeah,
to
you have no idea who either. Do you know who either of those two guys are?
The Malachi Black, I know the name.
Yeah, you know that.
Where's Buddy?
Black
now?
hair?
I think he
Buddy
might be
got hurt. Yeah, Buddy
he's
got hurt. Yeah. For a match, I'm going 5 for it. I'm going the full 5. I thought it was fucking great.
Yeah, it's 5-star for me.
Yeah. Hack.
I don't know about a 5, but a 4.5.
What notes do you have on it? You got any notes
None.
here, bud?
I just wanted to watch it and enjoy it.
And you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ty.
I'm gonna go like 3.5. I thought it was really good, but I can only see so many spots over and over and over again where he, I don't know, 27 minutes for that, and I don't know.
Brody's great too.
Yeah.
I thought Brody was awesome in the match.
Yeah.
Backstage, you had Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa, and they were commiserating with one another, and they said they
So great, Tony, just in that corner with that blank face, like,
and they said they lost everything, but they still have each other. So
which just cues it in for the tag tournament.
oh yeah, yeah,
Which is great.
I wouldn't just pencil them in as your tag champs, but I think that
No,
makes
not
sense.
the champs, but just the tournament itself.
Yeah. Up next, we got the AEW World Title match between Hangman Page and Samoa Joe. Now, before I get to this, did you guys? Why do you say that, Hack? Why?
I was going to use my standard line, but I'll wait.
Okay. Do you have issue with this match not closing the show? With it being your world title?
No, I didn't care.
You didn't care, Ty?
I thought about it, but you can't.
With all the chaos?
Yeah, there's no way to do it if.
Yeah, they did it right. Darby and Moxley have to close the show.
Okay. I wanted your guys' opinions on it. I agree.
Before,
they've
though.
done it before.
Yeah.
They've done it before, and you just, because obviously I thought about it, like thinking, I'm like, but with all the shit bells and whistles that you were gonna do in the next match, how are you gonna keep somebody entertained for?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
to
Put
try to
it off
drown the
another?
guy?
But what are you gonna do? Put it off another half hour to go change the wrestling mat, do this, and you're already 4 hours in. You know?
Right. Yeah, I just wanted to see what you guys thought of it.
I mean, I don't particularly like it,
No, and I think
but
rules.
I think you have to do it that way.
I think rules are like things that you should try to always follow, and putting your championship match in the main event is a good rule for most cards. But I feel like when you have one of these chaos matches,
Yeah, but it's like it's not like that. It's every time. You know what I'm
it
saying?
doesn't have to be steadfast.
Yeah, you know. Well, it's like most of the time their championship match is their main event. You know what I'm saying? This only happens ever so often.
I love it that the water stayed in the middle of the ring too, and they're laying in that.
We'll get to that for the main event. We'll talk about
He
this.
should have laid on his face and been blowing out the freaking Moxley. Should have.
We'll get to that in a minute here. We're talking about Hangman and Samoa Joe first here. And I was saying that with the Tony and Statlander match, and this match was face-face as well. And I think that face-face is doing 2 title matches on the show that are face-face. And look, can you do it?
They're trying to portray Joe as a heel, but he's...
Well, they are.
He gets to it the next. He got to it
at the end of the finish.
Yeah.
He turns at the end. But I'm like...
Which I nailed.
Oh, yeah, you did? Nice.
Well,
nice.
last night he healed San Antonio. They were there.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
with the big old fat
He had the
waving
Charles
line.
Barkley line.
Yeah, good.
Me and Hack
Word
were
to Barkley.
Me and Hack were watching the end, and I'm like, man, I really wish he just fucking clotheslined him.
Oh, it was the best call Ty's ever made.
I was like, man, I really wish he just like knocked him out cold, and like 2 seconds later it was like boom, and we were like, oh,
Which was, I think, for me, the best part of this match.
yeah, probably.
Of course.
I don't know why, like, again, face. This wasn't, like, Hangman got him up in the crowd after that last match. It was definitely a challenge to follow that last match, too, for them. Mm-hmm. And as you were pacing it out, how long did this go, Ollie? Was it, like, I don't think was it 20 even?
19.
19, okay. So, Joe is such a steady worker, Hack.
Joe's great.
He is.
Both of
just-
them too.
And Hangman is really, really good. And I didn't give Joe any chance of winning in this match for the championship, but I thought they put together a really solid world title match, and I loved the finish. The finish of this match was, I thought it was one of the best finishes of the night, and I love that he needed 2 of them to put him down. Like, I'm not a big fan of the...
I thought it was 3, wasn't it?
Was it 3? Okay, it was
I think
3.
it was 3, yeah.
Because Joe's a bad motherfucker, and for him to eat...
And a big motherfucker.
And a big motherfucker. And it looked like Hangman gave it his all on the last one of those, man. When he put him with the butt shot.
Supposed to lay it in.
I know, but he was just great, man. I really, really enjoyed that finish. And the crowd was up for that, too. They really popped big for the finish. And, yeah, I didn't think it was the best match. I think they have a better one in them. And I'm excited to see what they do as heel face for their next match, because we'll see what happens there. And I hope the long-term direction is going to be Hobbs turning on Joe. I would love to see Hobbs stick Joe after Joe loses to Hangman, because Hobbs needs something.
Yeah, I know, but that's a rough singles match.
It is, but I'm saying I think that the association of the ops, Shibata's, his best days are over.
Yeah, but that, I don't know. To me, that Joe's straight baby working him.
We're working.
Yeah,
what, Hangman?
working Hobbs.
That's how
Hobbs.
That's how I see
I'm
it.
saying down the road, maybe a couple months from now.
okay, yeah, they're going the opposite way.
Well, Hobbs turns on Joe, and then Hobbs becomes the leader of that.
Yes,
of that faction.
That's what I want down the road from it, because I don't know. I see that as a pretty good rocket moment for Hobbs. Something for him to.
He can't talk good enough yet, can he?
Well, you're giving him Mike a little bit last night. You're giving him something. I mean, you're trying something with them, and Joe can talk, man. Joe can cut a promo too, dude. That was a good segment for them, coming off that match that they had with the Hurt Syndicate. But for this match, I thought it was just really solid. Nothing special, nothing great. I'm gonna go 3 stars for it. Ollie.
Yeah, I'm like 3.5 for it. I mean, it was good, dude. It was. I mean, Samoa Joe's great, but I'm not expecting like all these like big spots and everything like that. Like, I'm like looking at Joe's like facials, like how he's working in the ring. Like, I'll take that into account, and I know like that's kind of what I'm getting. And I knew they were gonna lay it in and fucking beat the shit out of each other. So.
Yeah, some of these shots were really good, and to that point about Joe, his pacing. I mean, he's a real like ring general.
Yeah,
and I'm excited.
And he can go he can go, and like he's never really blown up for how big he is.
No,
like,
yeah,
he knows how to pace himself perfectly for like the perfect spots in the match, and he never misses. Really,
never. Hack.
That's a 4.5, that match.
4.5. You really like this one.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. What do you got notes wise? You got any notes in there?
Nope.
You
I was like, let me just sit here and watch these two. Same with the Okada. I can just watch that. I don't know if something's like glaring, I'll make a note. But yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. Ty?
I'm gonna go 4 because more on the fact that those dudes did business. They did their job. They knew, even though that they were at a heavyweight title match, they didn't feel like they had to go out and do 30 and do whatever. They stuck in there with 19. They knew their position on the card, like we were talking about earlier. Hey, we're going to give them a good enough match because it's the heavyweight title match, but we know everybody's looking forward to the Moxley and Darby match. They didn't try and go out there and prove anything. They went out there, did their shit, and and got over. So
Yeah, no, that's a great point, and that's kind of like maybe not the first chapter of their story, but they knew that the Darby Moxley thing was the last chapter of their story.
right, so it's like, hey, we'll go out there and put out 19 minutes worth of good work, but we are not going to go fucking throw bells and whistles and try and overshadow everything else that's previously happened on the card and what's coming next on the card.
Right, and also for them, like I'm assuming based on the angle from this and Dynamite, you're going to see that main event the next pay-per-view. It's going to be Joe and Hangman, and I'm excited to see what they do for that next match.
I think they got another gear.
I think that's going to be
It's a very good pairing.
those two. Yeah, it is, and especially now that Joe's heel again.
Yeah.
Joe is a heel. I don't know. It just feels right. So we'll see. Up next on the show, this was the main event. This was the I Quit match between Jon Moxley and Darby Allin. And one thing to note about this one, apparently the St. Louis Athletic Commission did not allow them to do any blood. So that's why you didn't see any blood in this.
Wow,
match.
really?
Yeah.
There was blood.
Is that why there was fake blood?
Well, that's why you had the fake blood in the mouth. Yeah.
I hate that.
I hate fake blood too. And I was expecting this one to be a fucking gore fest. And they did a different version, I guess, of kind of gore because, what do you think when you're watching some of these spots? Like
The drowning thing's great. It's where else can you go if you can't bleed? Drown them. You know what else can hang them?
Well, so the paper bag's not great. Well, I guess drowning's. I mean,
Yeah,
paper
but it's
bag.
with the visual. Well, I don't know. Anybody can say, listen, you just pull the bag. When your head's in the water, it's a little bit different story.
Well, yeah.
And the bamboo shoots.
Oh, the bamboo shoots, I got to ask you about that. How about that spot?
That was a great spot.
Oh, God, I cringed.
I know, I'm going like this, like drinking my leg right now, like that.
But what I like about these two sick fucks is that they are coming up with different sick fuck things to do in wrestling. Like, you think you've seen it all, and going into this match, I'm like, Darby's going to take some fucking gruesome bumps, and he did the one...
The one with Dre, what's his name?
Claudio.
Claudio.
Chucked him. And at first, the thing about that spot that
You
made it
come
so...
up short, you are fucked. Dude, he comes up short on the corner of that table, you're breaking something.
You're trusting your life with Claudio to get you to there.
Dude, everyone says, though, that, Claudio,
That's
obviously
easy.
he's, jacked and whatever, but, everyone says that he's, one of the strongest motherfuckers there is.
Yeah.
Pound for pound, stronger than anybody.
Honestly, I thought a worse spot was early in the match when he took the back bump on the stairs.
Oh my God, that spot fucking... Oh.
Yeah, that was bad.
Darby...
It's oh, dude.
He has... he's just an insane motherfucker.
Rubber
That
spike.
dude ain't going to be walking in 10 years. I can't imagine.
But you don't... I mean, you say that now as someone who accumulated...
Yeah, but look what he's doing, though.
I know.
Dude, the Claudio Bob, the roll down when they're the rolling down the metal stairs.
You're talking
Dude,
about...
that's the Jerry Lawler bump. When that everybody says that, the Jerry Lawler bump, when he would do that in the Mid-South Coliseum. Them stairs are stiff. Can you imagine doing them on a fire escape?
No. He's
Dude,
talking about the
that's
angle they did.
shit.
Remember the angle they did when he kicked him and threw him down there? Dude, Darby is just a madman, man. I mean, it's the only thing that... And it's
And that backdrop off the back thing he does onto the coffin off
coffin
the top
drop.
when
On the
the
apron.
one side of the coffin broke and the other side didn't, and that was right on the back of his head.
Oh, God.
Oh, dude, that dude's done.
He is a
He's just done his Sting look.
Why look this in Sting?
Yeah,
dude?
why? You look older than Sting right now.
All right. I said something that was funny.
Old man
Big
Sting.
guy,
know
it was
about
like
him
12
turning
year, and he aged 25 years or something.
Yeah, he looked like he aged 25 years, and he's been gone, and we haven't seen him in like a year.
But this match, man, I just like the story.
Wow.
The story of this was that Darby just wouldn't quit. And then I saw a lot of people. So we get to the finish where everybody runs in. They're trying to drown him. And they're doing the drowning spots in the fish tank. Like, what did you think when they pulled out the fish tank?
I thought they were going to waterboard him.
You thought waterboard him?
I thought they were going to get to the waterboard.
Guantanamo Bay?
I thought they were gonna like hold him from his legs.
When they had the orange cooler before they filled the thing, I'm like, are they going to waterboard his ass? Because that's some good shit. Dude, waterboard somebody is some good shit.
I mean, I wouldn't have been shocked if Darby said, "Yo,
Right?
waterboard me."
Take
Yeah.
it easy, Dick Cheney over here.
Oh yeah, you can fake that a little bit better, but just the visual of the waterboarding,
Yes.
I got to give him that idea.
Okay.
That's good shit.
So you have him just trying to drown him, and then the lights.
That was good.
The lights go
It
out.
was good.
Did you guys assume it was going to be Sting, or did you think it was Bryan?
I thought it was Sting
You thought it was going to be Sting.
because we did Brian last time.
Right. Okay.
So
Sting comes out. Old
Who's
man
Bryan?
Sting. Daniel
Danielson.
Bryan. Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, that would have been horrible. Sting's better than Danielson there.
Well, they did Danielson
Lights
before.
Out?
They did Danielson
With
in
Lights
All In.
Out?
No, not with Lights Out, but he came out at All In.
Lights Out, it's got to be Sting. Even I knew that one.
Sting threw him the bat. And I love. Well, he hits the little aquarium, and that shatters everywhere in the ring, and then the water's just everywhere in the ring.
That's great.
Puddle of water in the ring. He hits Moxley in the knee with the bat, and then he just gets him in a scorpion deathlock, and Moxley taps.
I hated the finish.
Okay.
I freaking hated it.
Okay,
Hated it.
a lot of people didn't like it.
I hated it. It was disgusting.
I despised it.
You despised it, Ollie. You didn't like it.
Not good.
Gunk.
I didn't watch it.
He didn't watch.
Loser.
I
He was
loved
on
it.
HBO Max. His parents HBO Max.
Dad was watching a movie.
What was the finish? It was
The Scorpion
He
Deathlock.
quit for no reason at all.
He gave him a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
I
with
like
an arm
about
block.
it, no, he's in the Scorpion Deathlock.
Whatever.
He hit him with the knee, and here's the thing: Moxley, when the odds are even, is a coward. And Moxley, that's the story they were telling.
Well, it was a horrible told story.
I loved it, man. I thought it was a great finish, man. I really did.
Yeah, well, you're an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
It's still real to me, damn it.
I loved it. I thought it was great. How long did it go, Ollie?
25.
Yeah, this was just
What are you, 25?
This was just fucking madness, man. I'm going to go 4.5 stars for this. Ollie?
It's kind of tough to rate because it's more of like a brawl than it is like a wrestling match. But I mean,
Were you on the edge of your seat the whole time?
yeah, I mean, as far as entertainment goes, dude, even the skewers under the fingernail, and it's just like, obviously you're not fucking driving it into the guy's like fingernail, but even just thinking about it, you're like,
Oh, yeah,
fuck,
It's like the waterboard thing. It's the visual.
Yeah,
It's an unsettling feeling.
yeah,
you know?
you're like, but I'll go like 4 stars for it because you're entertained the whole time. How could
Yeah.
you not be?
Yeah. Hack.
Yeah, I agree with Ollie totally there. And it's like, what the hell is Darby going to do next to me?
Yeah,
It's
like, what bump
you're
is he
watching,
gonna
or you're like watching an action movie, and you're like, what the frick is going to happen next in this movie? That's just how you. When's the car crash coming?
He's like-
I was thoroughly entertained.
He's like this generation's Foley or Sabu or yourself.
yeah.
Where it's
Cactus.
like, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you guys are, big bumpers. I mean, like, it's just, what's next? And, it's fucking nuts.
And it's almost like impossible for any like bump he takes to not look good.
Because of his size.
Yeah, and like everything he takes looks good.
Yeah. Ty?
0.
Wow! Get out of here!
You ruined everything that you've done this entire angle with that finish.
Why? You have Moxley is the heel. He should be a coward.
He tapped to a sharpshooter.
Yeah, he's a pussy.
They drowned Darby.
Darby's a tough guy. He climbed everything.
No.
Darby's a tough guy.
He
No.
climbed Everest.
Everything that they've done to each other, fork each other in the ear, fucking light each other on fire, and he talks out to a fucking sharpshooter. No, done. You ruined everything that you tried to do.
I disagree. I thought it was
That's
great.
fine.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Overall for the show, what did you guys think of this one?
It was one of their weaker ones for sure.
I liked it.
I mean, it was
thought-
all
I
right.
didn't dislike it, but I definitely think it wasn't one of their, better pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with how on fire they've kind of been with their pay-per-views recently. It's been this one was kind of just
Yeah. I enjoyed it. Hack
2.5.
out of 5. Yeah. Okay. Next week on the show, ECW Hardcore TV. I even have the season and episode numbers for you, Hack, so you can find this one easy. It's
On
season.
Peacock?
Yeah, on Peacock.
Yeah, that's
Season
easier.
7, episode 44. Do you have any?
Ooh,
do you have any? Oh,
what year?
1999.
I just come back?
Hack, we are covering your return to ECW after being away in WCW. This is Re-Enter Sandman, and this was on October 23rd, 1999, which is October 23rd is today. So we'll be covering that one on the show next week. Cannot wait. It's certainly an all-time Sandman moment there. As always, send in listener questions to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Please leave a name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for. Doug, the professor, the official historical expert of the Sandman podcast, writes in. Actually, the Earl of Sandwich was referring to Sandman. If I remember, he was actually the guy credited with the creation of the sandwich. At any rate, that was a great
No,
read.
that was the Earl of Sandwich.
That's what he just said.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my brain was somewhere else.
As far as leg end,
Oh, toast of the week right here.
as far as leg end, I think you left off the part I put in parentheses. That's how the English say it. But you can refer to me as Professor from now on if it adds some elegance. Just wanted to clarify this as well.
Okay, Professor.
You guys were busting my balls for the way I read that last week. Just to clarify this as well, yes, an Eagles fan from the time I was just a little kid and a House of Skins fans. As Sandman said, when the Hogs were running things, and yes, I remember Rich Kotite and our huge coup of bringing in a horrible Ricky Waters after he dominated the league for years prior. I digress. Remember when the Eagles got Ricky Waters in 95?
I don't care, but I remember when what's his name,
Rich
Brown,
Kotite?
wanted to beat up Kotite at practice.
Oh, because he was such a bad coach?
You don't know that story?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was such a horrible coach.
Yeah, everybody hated him. He was the worst. And then
He goes
Hess
to the Jets.
hired him at the Jets.
And he was even worse there.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. But a serious wrestling question. Who's the best king ever in pro wrestling?
Lawler.
Jerry Lawler?
Booker T.
Oh, King Booker!
Oh, hell.
A King Booker!
It all starts with Jerry.
It all starts with Jerry. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Your loyal subject, the professor.
All right, pro.
Hack, you done
Professor.
massaging the mic
Yeah,
over
stop
there?
it, bud.
Bitch.
Pat from Ventura, California writes in. It's Pat. What's up, Sandman and the Rolling Hacks?
I love that movie.
Love Pat.
Yeah.
The Rolling who?
Is that who's writing in? It's Pat?
The Rolling Hacks. Love the pod. Here's my question. What did you guys think of TNA Bound for Glory final match of the Hardy Boys versus Team 3D? I thought it was a perfect send-off between the guys. The ending with the Dudleys taking their boots and giving them to Jeff and Matt was an amazing emotional climax.
Hated the finish.
Yeah, that was... Yeah. I didn't see the match.
Neither did I.
I saw all the highlights.
I
of
saw the
match.
highlight
Yeah.
of the finish.
Yeah, I
and
saw the
was-
highlights.
And that's
too.
all you need. You don't need to see in the middles.
What's wrong
of a
with the
match
finish?
like that.
What's wrong with the finish?
Because it's like Bubba's like, all right, you guys are better than us. Put me through the table.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Yeah.
And then they try, and just those two choke slamming him through a table is horrifying. Go to the top ropers, do something.
Well, they were kind of doing their thing to them.
Well, then 3D him or something.
Yeah, I didn't see the
Couldn't
match.
get
So I
Bubba's
can't.
lard ass up for 3D.
I'll tell him I hate it too when I see it.
He thought it was perfect that giving the boots to Jeff and Matt was an amazing emotional climax. Also, what are your guys' thoughts on the Brood? I love Gangrel, Christian, and Edge, and thought their theme music and Coming Through Flames is badass. I would love to hear you guys' feedback. Keep the fire coming. You're laughing about this?
Dude, was it that like 20 years ago?
The Brood?
25 years ago?
Yeah, it's 1999.
Still awesome.
The Brood theme song was fucking awesome.
I was gonna say I like the song more than the fashions.
Yeah, the song fucking bumps.
Gangrel's great.
Well, the whole entrance and the song was fucking awesome.
It was. And I'm a fan. I'm pro Brood.
Yeah, I'm pro Brood.
We're Brood guys.
Pro Brood.
Are you pro Brood?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm a brooder.
Are you fanging and banging, Gunk?
Fanging and banging.
Are you Gunk's anti-Brood?
Gunk, you're
I'm pro Brood. We're dressing up.
pro
We should
Brood?
dress up as the Brood for Halloween.
okay. I'll be Gangrel.
No, Gunk's Gangrel.
Gunk's Gangrel?
Yeah, with that hair, you serious?
He should be Christian.
Straight, getting it straight as hair.
Turtleneck?
Yeah. Owen from Wisconsin.
Yeah, he's definitely Christian. But a turtleneck is hilarious.
Owen from Wisconsin writes in, glad we can commiserate together as victims of the Dodgers Federal Reserve baseball team. Oh, man, you're right
Federal
about that.
Reserve,
You're
that's
right
good.
about that, dude. My
At least
question...
we won a game.
Yeah, we took one. Sorry, Owen. We took
Dude,
one.
can you imagine if they don't lose another game?
Yes.
Could you imagine? Then you don't mind losing. That makes me feel better
A little.
about the Phillies losing if they don't lose another game.
I don't because
I
we
don't
lost
because
the same
we could have
way.
beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Should've
then we
beat
just would have lost the next round.
No. Who knows?
Hey, you don't say that.
My question is, we discuss this all the time about things that have gone by the wayside in wrestling. Psychology, kicking out of finishes, spamming finishes.
$10,000 battle royals.
Work looking choreographed, not treated as an athletic contest, etc. If you guys were going to start a company tomorrow, you have all the funding you need, infrastructure. Such an asshole. Whatever. What are your 2 or 3 things that you would pick to prioritize and hold true in your company that are lost arts in the current pro wrestling, staples of your federation that you'd want to be known for? Thanks for taking my question. This is a must listen for me every week. I really appreciate you guys. So what would your foundations, like your
Nobody ever rakes somebody's eyes.
you're banning eye rakes. That's what you're booking your
Yeah.
entire company on. There's
Oh,
no eye rakes.
that's one thing I would do.
That would
Come
be-
see Hack PW where there's
Yeah.
no eye rates.
That would be. Are you tired of all the eye rakes in wrestling?
Yeah. Well, then come see Hack PW down at fucking Station 44 on Wisconsin Ave.
Fucking hilarious.
Hack PW, yeah. No, but
No eye rakes, because nobody sells them.
so you just want eye rakes.
Well,
now.
hey, what about a pile driver? Didn't Vince ban pile drivers?
That was a health thing, though. That was a safety thing. That wasn't because there was too
one
many.
guy got his neck broken, Taz,
No, it
because
wasn't-
he was wrong.
Was it
it wasn't
drugs or whatever?
Taz. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. Well, anyway, but what would if you were booking a company? Anything that comes to your mind that you would be like, this is like one of our
No
commandments.
ball shots.
No ball shots.
No ball shots.
Wow, I like that. All right.
There's just certain basic things to stay away from.
Go out there and be a pro wrestler, man. Like, dude,
Gotta have a good punch.
Gotta have a good punch. I like that.
Well, that 8 out of 10 dudes are gone.
Well, then you can't throw them. Then don't punch.
Oh my! Yeah, do Dusty. Do elbows.
97% of the wrestling business would be going right now.
But then don't. I like that.
Braun Breaker's punch.
Oh God.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Gotta have a good punch.
Gotta have a good punch. I like Ali. That's a good.
Yeah, I love that one.
We got to get a. You know.
I
what
love that.
I'll tell you what, Owen. This is such a good idea. I'm gonna make Hack do his 10 Hack commandments. We'll have Hack.
I like that.
You like that 10 Hack commandments?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
We'll come up with your 10 Hack commandments for a rule for wrestling.
Gotta have good punches. You have to watch other people's matches.
There you go.
Rule number 1: no eye rakes.
no Irish.
Under any circumstance.
You gotta drink. You gotta drink between 18 and 24 beers before your
You
match.
must have good drugs for the booker.
We'll get back to you on Owen with that one. We'll make that a future show. The 10
that is a show.
The 10 Hack Commandments. I like that. There we go. Jay from Richmond, Virginia writes in, first off, huge thanks to Sandman for all of the awesome wrestling memories. I was lucky enough to attend a show at the old ECW Arena, and I still get chills when I remember your entrance. Now to my question. Of all the valets you've gotten to spank, who was your favorite? Which girl got away, and who said no to getting spanked?
No, none of them would have a problem being spanked because that's just part of the business.
Okay.
What was the other questions?
Was there anyone that got away that you wish you spanked?
No.
No. Okay. That's it.
I mean, if I wanted to spank them, I'd spank them.
What did he say? Who's your favorite to spank?
Yeah, who's your favorite to spank?
Missy.
Missy. You and Missy, huh?
What else am I going to say?
I don't know. Elias from Huntington, Indiana writes in.
Are we walking with Elias?
Are we walking with this, Elias? I don't know. Yeah,
We'll find out. We'll find out.
Oh no,
by the question.
maybe Franny. I might have done a spank spot with Franny.
Okay.
That would have been the best one.
Okay. What pay-per-view for AEW and WWE do you think has been the best so far this year? It's kind of hard off the top of my head.
I'd have to
think
look
about
at
this.
the list.
Yeah,
I'd have to
I don't
pull-
know.
yeah. We'll make a show about that.
We will. We'll do that on our. We're gonna do our hackies again this year.
I got my commandments thing. I'm working on that one freaking
Nice.
this week.
Okay. He said, I forgot to add this in my last email where I asked about Umaga. Like how Gunky forgot to plug the Sandman pod when he went to Raw and NXT. Damn, shots fired in the email, Gunk. He said,
He's just over there shaking his head. He won't even look up at us.
He's wired in.
Yeah, Christian.
I'm not.
No selling.
All right, Ralph Cramden.
Gunky, you might be tied into this here because he said, have you guys seen any of Zilla Fatu, Umaga's son, work on the indies? And if so, what do you think of his work? I haven't really seen enough of his work to judge him on or anything.
Me either.
I saw something about him.
Zilla?
But he's got the look.
Heck, you're going to be on a show with him this Saturday in Jersey.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I haven't, but Gunk sure will deep throat
Is
right
he
now.
is Samoan?
He's Umaga's son, and he's a Samoan.
hold on,
And hold on, Gunk is going to verbally fillet.
He's gonna know.
Just comes in their blood. though.
yeah, he's going to verbally fillet Zilla.
I'm not gonna do all that. That's my boy though. He'll be signed to the WWE the next couple years.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Every Samoan on the.
I'll be the judge of that. Oh, no, I won't be around for his match. I'll be out.
Yeah, you're going right home, I'm sure.
Oh no, there's a 87-year reunion fucking at the Lamb Tavern Saturday.
Really?
I'll stop by.
Is Monty going to be there?
Yeah, Monty's the one who told me.
Is Rube?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I'll be at the recording studio with Zilla afterwards.
Ooh, what recording?
He's going to be rapping with Zilla.
Cool story.
Zilla. Yeah.
Getting him a session. I don't think I'm gonna be.
Yeah, we want to see that. Video that, and let's do a reaction about that.
Yeah. He said, Ty and Ollie, what's it like having the man who invented ladder matches as his dad?
Yes.
We could always clean the gutters.
Let's clean the gutters.
There's always ladders around.
Was okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun, dude. I mean,
There was a ladder in
going to
every
wrestling
building.
shows
There was
and
a
shit.
fire
I mean,
extinguisher in every building.
I mean,
That's just how it was. Props.
Yeah.
For my very first
if
matches.
you've listened to any of the previous episodes, I'm sure you can formulate your own
you can
depiction of
you can picture
what we went through.
Jesse from St. Paul writes in,
All right, St. Paul.
what's up, Hack Nicholson, Riddler, Two-Face, and the Penguin?
You can't handle the
Who's
truth.
the Riddler and who's Two-Face?
You guys got to decide that one, but I think we know
I'll
who the
take the
Penguin
Riddler. I'll take
is.
the Riddler.
I think I'm the Penguin. I don't know.
Whatever.
You're totally the penguin.
That was obviously Hack. That was the joke.
No,
dude.
that's you, Hack.
Yeah. Told you guys the Eagles would pull it out in Minnesota. Wentz played like a backup quarterback. The D-line from Philly played well, and Jalen came back to life. Great win for your Sixers as well, with VJ Edgecombe looking phenomenal in his NBA debut.
Yes, sir.
I saw Tosh and Elliot's wrestling Twitter talking about who they would have used to replace Shane Douglas as the franchise in ECW in 1993 and 94. Jeff Jarrett, Brian Pillman, and Paul Roma were names that came up for this topic
I
of
like Jeff
conversation.
Jarrett.
Yeah.
For the Fullington boys.
For the Shane Douglas thing, throwing down the belt.
Okay, so this was a hypothetical thrown out on Twitter that I was like thinking of, and people were throwing out names for, of somebody in the business at that time. If not Shane, who would you plugged into that Shane Douglas role?
Austin.
In 94? Yeah. I mean, dude, that would have fucking been amazing. I mean, if you could have got him at the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And so the hypothetical the other guy threw out was Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett, I could see because he's kind of shooty. enough to, because like the Shane Douglas franchise character had to be shooty. He had to be making those digs at the other companies, and he had to be a guy that had.
It had to be a trailblazer though, and he was a. Jared was more of a corporate guy than anything to me. You know what I mean? It's a trailblazer.
Yeah, but
dude.
would he have been a trailblazer at that point?
But Douglas was kind of a corporate-looking guy at that time too, and that's kind of why he, like, to me, Douglas was like a blue chipper.
Yeah, but he was all on his Dick Flair stuff and everything, so he was against the business at that point. You know what I'm saying? That was his whole thing.
But the Jarrett would do these shooty kind of comments in both WWF and WCW when he went back and forth. So I think he did have a little bit of that. I know what you're saying. He is kind of corporate-y. Shane Douglas never cared about airing his opinion out on the mic, which if that character needed that. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So that's an interesting what if. Do you guys have anybody else at the time? I know Hack said Austin.
No, I like Jeff Jarrett.
You like Jarrett too?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, my vote would have been for Steve Austin. Charismatic and underutilized in 93 and 95 when he came into ECW.
Great minds think alike, obviously.
Great minds think alike, Jesse. Hack agree with you totally on that one. As always, write us into sandmanpod@gmail.com. We certainly love doing the listener questions every week. You guys kill it for us. Keep up the
Yo,
great
did that
work.
one come in today?
Yeah, it came in late.
Because of the Sixers game was in that.
Yeah,
Probably,
it came
yeah.
in late, like literally just as we're sitting down to record here. Next week on the show, ECW Hardcore TV covering Re-Enter Sandman, or find a copy online to hear the unfiltered biggest pop in ECW history. But before we go, Hack, the can of the week or the toast of the week?
Springer and Moxley tapping out.
Is the cane.
Yeah.
Okay, Springer's the
George Springer from the Toronto Blue
Yes.
Jays, the homer to put them in
not
the World
Jerry.
Series.
Okay.
Yeah, so we didn't have to watch Seattle.
You hate Seattle.
I don't hate them, but I just think it's a better series, Toronto against the Dodgers.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.